Got another clip here from the Up and Adams podcast with Kay Adams. Says Chargers GM Joe Hortiz says first round pick Akheem Mesidor's age is actually a strength. Quote, he's so polished, he's so disciplined, he's ready to make an impact right away. End quote, which is very good news obviously for the Chargers. And that was the thing about him, it's like, yeah, he's 25, that's probably why he fell to 22, because they feel like he's too old to be a rookie. At the same time, he just got more practice, more time to develop. And I think it's going to pay off. He's going to be very, very good this year. Welcome back to the Charged Up podcast. My name's Dan. And before I continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really does help grow the channel. And I appreciate you guys so much for that. So let's have a look at what Joe Hortiz has to say about our first-round pick, Akheem Mesidor.
Your first-round pick, Akheem Mesidor, there was some stuff at draft time about he's 25. What does his age mean to you that he's in the building now?
It means he's experienced, and he's had 6 years to hone his game, and you watch him on film and you see what he looks like out here. It's just, he's so polished, he's so disciplined, and he's ready to go, and he's ready to make an impact right away. So to us, it's an advantage. You're talking about a ready-made player who's going to come in and hit the ground running and perform for us.
Khalil, my favorite guy. I like this for Khalil Mack.
Oh yeah, he's Khalil.
Yeah. So you match this rookie with this 35-year-old Khalil Mack back for his 13th season, thank goodness.
Yeah.
How do you expect that to work? How do you anticipate it? And have you seen Khalil take Akheem under his big old wing so far?
Yeah, Akheem showed up the day after we drafted him for the press conference, and he literally wanted to get some gear on to go work out with Khalil. And Khalil's out on the turf, out on the field working.
And see, that another thing, like, look at his attitude as well, right? Like, he wanted to get to work right away. This guy is hungry to prove everybody wrong. I cannot wait to see this guy in our defense next year.
And they got a chance to meet then and start talking, and it's just every day you look out there at practice, and they're sitting there right next to each other, and with Thule right there with them, and Akheem's trying to sponge and get all the information he can from the vets in the room. It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the thing is about bringing in a guy who's younger when you already have two veteran solid pass rushers is a great move, because in our defensive scheme you really want to have as many pass rushers as you can. Not to mention, right, we did the same thing with Thule, right? We had Bosa, we had Mack, and then we drafted Thule, I believe, in the second round a few years ago to bring him along. And then now he's a starter with Khalil Mack, the veteran. Now you bring Akheem Mesidor along. Now, because he's older, next year he'll be 26. And Khalil Mack likely won't be here. So then you can go and get another one in maybe the second or third round, let him play on the depth piece, or as a depth piece rather, let him play in some third and long situations, maybe, depending how he does. Maybe someone like Kyle Kennard comes along. He's more of a project player. I'm not sure about him if he's going to work out, but either way, you have two pass rushers, you draft a third, and then all of a sudden it's like now you got three pass rushers. It's a very good formula to replace these guys, as they're so important, and not just our defensive scheme, but everyone's, right? You see what happens, Pittsburgh, Detroit, with guys like TJ Watt and Aiden Hutchinson. Those guys are so much better and above and beyond than anyone else they're playing with. The offense kind of hones in on them. I remember a few years ago when, just before we got Khalil Mack, we only had Joey Bosa as a pass rusher. There were teams who were triple blocking him, which makes it basically impossible to make a play. Well, you can't do that if you have multiple threats. So that's why you saw someone like Detroit go out and get Derek Moore in the second round, right, to add to that pass rush, because you need depth. But let me know what you think. What is your prediction for Akheem Mesidor in his first season? I'm excited. Please let me know what you think. Do not be shy. And I'll be back shortly with a new one.